So, occasionally I go on Roblox to go on this one game called Podiums. Podiums is kind of like just like a debate thing. I used to do debate. Those are all my trophies right there. But, it's fun because it's informal and it's really just more argumentative, but you have to beware of Roblox's terms of service, unfortunately. I was debating this one guy and he was talking about how he was his name was like Vril Ancap. Loser name first off, but he was talking about how he was some racial Hopian, how he believed that some people were biologically inferior, and then in an ANCAP society we should segregate ourselves. And I was like, okay, well, first off, racial Hopian is just another word for racist version. But second, and you know this because there's no way that you can be ANCAP and get women. I'm sorry. I think those are like two contradictory positions, as like Hegel would put it, right? Actually, not even. It's just straight up contradictory. If you're ANCAP, there's a reason you're ANCAP. It's because you've never felt the touch of a woman. But essentially, what was happening was I was like, that's stupid. We shouldn't do that. And he got onto this whole link chain and he was like, well, what's your epistemological reasoning for saying that prejudice is bad? What? What? What do you mean, what's my epistemological reasoning for why prejudice is bad? Because it discriminates against people. And it's like, well, you didn't provide an epistemological... I don't have to, dude. It's like dead ass. I gave the definition of prejudice. It's an unfair assumption of people. Anyway, then I kicked him from my podium and he said a lol emotional. And it really made me think. Philosophy people are dead ass some of the most obnoxious, pretentious, annoying people on this planet. And I don't mean all philosophy people. I mean the certain ones, ANCAPs. But I don't know. I feel like today people want to seem smarter than they actually are. So they like to throw around these big, humongous words. The epistemological, axiomatic praxis. Dude, nobody understands you. Like, I know what those words mean, right? Because I've read. But to your average layperson, even to me wanting to participate in a fair debate, I don't really want to be hearing straight up jargon. And it made me think how horrible of an effect philosophy has really had on society. Think about think about like Kant and Hegel. Those are two of the worst examples yet. For example, this is a Kant quote right here. The transcendental unity of apperception forms out of all possible manifold of representations of a single synthetic unity, and it is the ground of the possibility of the categories. What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? Genuinely, this is straight up jargon. And Hegel, the same thing. None of these people could be understood. Hegel died saying, why is my camera doing this? Hegel died saying that nobody understood his philosophy. Duh, dude. You didn't write shit. These old German philosophers started picking up a book and just started writing shit. They wrote whatever was on their mind. This is different than me because I get a webcam and just say whatever's on my mind. But I'm like a modern day Aristotle, you feel me? Honestly, I feel like philosophy is not accessible to people at all. You need a higher level of like understanding of like language itself to even access philosophy, which I think is problematic because if let's say someone really wants to understand something and they're throwing around these big jargony terms, if you don't like explain what they are, it makes the average person disengage with the philosophy. And that's a problem a lot of like even like socialists and Marxists have. They use these big terms, like even not even big terms, but like surplus value extraction, proletariat, revolutionary praxis. The average person doesn't know what these means. You have to explain it to them. That's why, people who explain it in simple language, I would say most people want to lean a bit more towards the left just because it's a better position. And in today's failing capitalist society, we should do so. So I've decided to take the matters into my own hand. I have translated the Communist Manifesto into Torontonese in order to make it more accessible to the average person. From Toronto, or Brampton specifically. Tutu's my word, fam. Bare history of all the things that's ever gone on is just a history of bare class beefs. Boydem and Buckty, boss utes and worker utes, rich mans and miskeens, name brand Geldem and Gerberts, wallahi it's utes doing all the cheesing and utes getting cheesed. Top left, they were always moving against each other. Bare constant smoke, fam. More times it was low-key mix-up. Tutus it turned into a proper bang-out. Every time the beef reached that point, either the whole ends got a mash-up and rebuilt different, or both sides got yellow taped at Dundas Square. Understandable to the average person. We need to adapt in order for philosophy to advance. If we want to get our cause out there, we need to have more accessible language. Don't be like that racist virgin who said, what's my epistemological reasoning for saying that hating black people is bad? Come on, dude. So that's my video. Philosophy is for absolute dorks. I'll see you guys.